Pokemon, it's a battle, win or lose. It's the friends you make, it's the road you choose. You got the right stuff, so make your mind up. You've got the courage inside of you. If you're strong, you'll survive, and you'll keep your dream alive. It's the battle frontier. Pokemon, be the best you could be, and find your destiny. It's the master plan. The power's in your hands, Pokemon. You know what? Should we go into another one already? I think it's early enough in the day to where we need some waking up to do. So yeah, maybe we'll go straight into I'm unbeatable. Walking down the sandless highway, nothing but my friends beside me. Never give in, I never rest. Advanced battle is the ultimate test. From the earth, the land, the sea, and sky. You'll never win, but you sure can try. Fuck! Oh, I'm unbeatable. Pokemon. Advanced battle. Oh, I'm undefeatable. From the stars and the ancient past. Never. Oh, I'm unbeatable. Oh, yeah. Fuck. Oh, dance battle. I'm unbeatable. Pokemon. Ugh. I'm sick as fuck. Sick AF. I feel absolutely horrible. I woke up. I've had zero symptoms yesterday. I just went to bed normally, and I woke up completely sick. So, screw me, right? First week of work. Thank God it's a Friday though. Because if this were like a Wednesday, I'd be screwed. This is the perfect time to start the sickness because I do have to power through 1 8-hour session of work. But after that, it's practically home stretch, baby, for like 2.5 days, which is perfect for me to heal, I guess. This is just sort of what I decided is today I wanted to do a sort of stream of consciousness decompression chamber of sorts. Not really, I don't need to decompress from anything, it's just talking. I have a lot to say, and I feel like the vlog hasn't really got any sort of glimpse of this part of my life yet, despite being a daily life vlog. And I feel like it's imperative that I sort of share with you guys. It also gives me something to entertain me while I make the drive to work. So pretty much I'll talk about work after, because I guess the point I want to get out right away is that I came to a revelation of sorts about the state of the vlog and what the vlog actually is. And I find it really fascinating that one thing I've noticed is that the vlog means different things to me in different stages of my life. When the vlog first started, early season 1, it was definitely emulative of Steven Vlog and whole channel because that was the core inspiration. But I've noticed as time shifts, so does the vlog's base inspiration on, and the vlog eventually transitioned to becoming very bit-based in latter parts of season 1 and most of season 2. It became very bit-centric, focused centrally around inspiration from Mega 64. This probably wasn't the best day to do this talk because I feel absolutely horrible, but it's so bright outside. Is my window defogged in the back? Yeah, I'm gonna turn off this shit. Oh, we're going on the highway. That was a quick light. I'm pretty happy with that. Anyway, so back to what I was saying is that it became more Mega 64 inspired as my creative inspiration and comedic inspiration sort of stemmed further from Mega 64 than any other source. And eventually with season 3, I'd say I emulated more the decompressive nature of Digibro's long form content because I was very into the procrastinators and they were my main inspiration. And I feel like, I think I finally figured out, like, I know this may be another phase based on what I've been building up, but I genuinely think I figured out, like, the point and the essence of the vlog at its core. And I'm so happy I made this realization because, so, some background before I jump right in. I've become increasingly interested, fascinated, and really inspired by Hunter S. Thompson, who, if you do not know who he is, pretty much a base background. He's the founder of a journalistic movement called Gonzo journalism, and he was pretty active for like the second half of the 1900s, which he considered to be the American century, essentially. And so pretty much he was just this. The best way to explain the movement, I guess, is that objectivity, journalistic objectivity, is failure, and pretty much like the only way to purely capture a story and capture the true essence of reality is to go full Gonzo, which essentially means full opinion, full self-insert. I just ran over something. Full self-insert. Pretty much the best way to tell a what the fuck just happened? Jesus. The best way to tell a true story, capture true reality, is through complete stories that are told in first person. I, me, what happened to me, this is my experience with this thing. So let's say he's going to cover a sports game. He talks about how he went to the bar beforehand, what it was like to sit in the seats, what the bathrooms were like for him, and who he met along the way, and who he talked to, and who he conversed with, as opposed to just traditionally hard journalism covering a sports game. And pretty much, it's just the way Hunter S. Thompson writes. Some of his contemporaries, particularly like Digibro, and that's one of the ones that comes to mind. But honestly, Digibro definitely captures this essence most. But I'd say some sort of conduits for it unintentionally are like people like Code Provider and things. They're pretty much the best essential way to capture Gonzo journalism is that the true truth about reality is that it is like the only way to obtain true truth, like to only hit a real journalistic truth, is by going full Gonzo and writing this style. And I've being dissatisfied or having like bad taste in my mouth from like my 4 years of traditional journalism education. I was seeking answers, alternatives for definitely not a waste of time. That's not what I'm trying to say. It's I'm stuck behind this fucking truck. I never understood why people that can't go the speed are allowed on the highway. There should be like a rule regulating this. I'd be like, if you can't produce this, if you're not competent enough, we'll make like a separate highway for you, or let's go on the main regular roads. But that's never going to happen because that costs money, and the lobbyists will complain, and there'll be whole dilemmas there. So you don't want to startle that system. You don't want to change anything right there. But screw everyone else over. But anyway, so essentially, what I'm all building up to here is I was sort of seeking answers for a while to sort of answer the question of, I spent 4 years in the journalism field, and I still have an immense passion for writing, particularly fiction writing is my number one passion, but I still have this sort of deep-seated alternative passion to write journalistically, essentially, not necessarily in traditional journalism style, but capture reality, write about my opinions on different issues or pieces of media, write analysis, write about my life experiences. And I've come to realize that, hey, my Gonzo journalism effort efforts on my blog aren't as particularly strong as I would like. Like, my One Piece reviews started off strong and have gotten, like, immensely lower in quality, in my opinion. I'm still going to continue writing One Piece reviews every week, but they've gotten lower in quality as the busier my life got, because it eventually became a chore where I'm like, I have to write this One Piece review now, which sort of takes the fun and sort of adventurous feel out of it. But oh my god, my throat hurts so bad. Fuck. This probably should have been a day without water too, to do this whole long conversation. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So I've discovered that I have been giving my original and authentic, not repeated, not watered down, my deep-seated contribution to Gonzo journalism all along. It's not in my writing. My vlog, the vlog, all the seasons thus far and everything that it will continue into in the future is essentially one big Gonzo journalism project. It's just, I am capturing reality at its purest form. Obviously, it would only be more pure if it was unedited, undoctored 24/7. That's the only way to make it more pure. But that's not going to happen, quite simply. It's pretty much impossible. And I think I have been doing this long, sprawling Gonzo journalistic narrative of my life that when you look back, let's say I even stop in like a year, let's say the vlog ends fairly soon, which it won't, but let's say the vlog ends in like a year. There you have like 4 to 5 full years of my life completely documented, like complete Gonzo journalistic records of this time in a graduating high school student, transitioning into college, and eventually graduating into college life. It captures the essence of that time, especially from someone that's aspiring otaku, or someone that just, his worldviews are constantly changing. I have a completely different perspective on life and reality and the media I consume and everything like that has developed throughout this time. Like, I'd say this time last year, I'd say DC last fall was when I truly cultivated my current state of mind and my current way of looking at things. But it's always constantly evolving and ever changing, and I feel like the only way to effectively document this is through true Gonzo journalism. Objectivity is dead, especially in modern journalism. Like, don't get me wrong, with real technical, hardcore, traditional reporting and journalism, it is necessary and it needs to be out there. But the way that the mainstream news media is handling this essential, this paramount status of our democratic nation is appalling, and it's become this whole I don't know how to explain it. People saying, oh, I want the objective truth, but filling it with immense bias and immense preconceived notions beforehand. If you want to be an objective reporter and you believe that's the best route to gain the truth, the objective truth, all the power to you. I may even end up working in an objective reporting session sometime in the future. I don't know what's in store for me. But do it right. Don't put your preconceived notions and biases. If you're going to do it in that way, in my opinion, it's not fun and it's not what I signed up for. But if you're going to do it that way, fucking try. You know what I mean? Don't just riddle it with your little intricacies and biases. Every other day, something attacking Trump. Trump's a shitty president. We all get it. But shut up and report. Shut up and cover the news. Shut up and show us what's going on in the world. Don't do your stupid, regurgitated bullshit over and over again. And I'm sorry for my language, and I'm sorry for my just sort of intense feelings toward this. I just feel like it's almost a betrayal to what journalism actually is. And the goal of journalism is to tell the truth. Like, journalistic like, Hunter S. Thompson was actually talking about this in an interview I was listening to last night. Journalistic, like, power and journalistic, like, prowess was at an all-time high post-Watergate, where it was complete objective reporting, hardcore traditional news journalism, but it was used to overthrow a regime, essentially. I mean, that's a very totalitarian mindset of looking at things, but it was essentially used to topple a corrupt regime. And in nations, especially democratic nations, well, we're a constitutional republic, but I still throw constitutional republicanism under the democratic umbrella. That's the power of journalism. That's the intention of journalism. But today, everything has become so biased. The thing between facts and opinion has blurred, especially with these social media cubes that people are forming around themselves. Like, 65% of Americans get all of their news from Facebook. And I don't know if you ever tried to get news from Facebook. It's completely a misguided effort. There is absolutely no way you could possibly get an accurate depiction of what is going on in the world from Facebook. Twitter is potentially more plausible. I figured out the perfect system to obtain news. I follow pretty much every prominent news outlet that I've come to sort of trust in a way. So, like, I follow New York Times, Associated Press, Politico, Washington Post. I even follow Vice News, who sometimes can be controversial, but some of their video work, especially like their documentary work, is especially hard hitting and especially admirable. Zach actually talked about it in this trend that, like, shitty publications usually have a fantastic video department. So I even follow Vice News, and I think that's probably a somewhat better way. It's still not perfect. There's no perfect way to obtain news because the news industry has become immensely imperfect over the years. There has been such a startling derailing from what their goal is supposed to be, and it's almost like a cowardice. It's a cowardice, clickbait, complete not willing to challenge anything, like, through this just complete norm of complete unobjectivity disguised, being masked as objective journalism, and it's disgusting, in my opinion. Not going to say Gonzo journalism is any less inherently disgusting from some perspectives, but I have come to sort of find answers in this field, in this style. To me, the true truth, I've been reading, I've been making my way through Kingdom of Fear, which was Hunter S. Thompson's last book he wrote before he died. And some of the stuff in there rings so true to me. And it's just complete opinion and complete, like, undoctored Gonzo rambling. Yet it appears so much more truthful and capturing reality and giving a true depiction of what is going on in the world than hard news reporting. Like, hard news reporting used to be something that people went to answers for. Now I feel like it's something that people use as a safety blanket. They find their little publication, their little niche that covers what they want to say and their little opinions, and they don't travel out of it. They don't bring themselves out of it. And I feel like through gaining life experience, I was able to learn, like, I used to be a staunch, extremely liberal person, Tumblr core, social justice warrior kind of individual, and I've come to learn that there's a much better route than that. No offense to you if you are one of those people, like, by all the means, if that's what you believe, that's what you believe, but still try to seek truth. Don't close your mind off to different avenues. My pursuit of truth has led me down so many potential avenues, made so many friends, and made so many strong connections. My pursuit of truth has given me so many stronger perspectives on reality. And this has been a complete derailing, but long story short, I feel the vlog is now my contribution to Gonzo journalism, and I feel like with that in mind, this is now a Gonzo vlog. This is a Gonzo journalism vlog. I'm capturing my life and capturing the life of someone like me for during this time in American history, during this time in our in the world, during this pre-singularity, but post what American century time, and it's just we're still in the very early ages of globalization and modern technology, and it's just really interesting to capture this reality. And now that I have this perspective, I feel like I'm going to be a lot more motivated about doing a daily vlog project. And if I miss a day, I'm not going to be as hard on myself anymore. It's not a huge deal, but I'm going to try my best to get every day something to talk about. There's always something to talk about. That's the thing. I don't want to make the vlog become about the vlog and the vlog becoming about work, which I'm going to get to work actually in a bit. But there's always something to speak about or discuss, because there's so much going on in such a world that's so oversaturated with information. I'm not going to switch right now. I zoned out, so hopefully I didn't miss my exit. I really don't think I did, because I didn't go through the toll booth yet, but I don't know how far I got. Where am I? Shit. Probably should have kept the GPS on, maybe not recording it. Because anyway, I have a full-time job now, 9 to 5, 5 days a week. I work at Direction Inc., which is it's a digital marketing and search engine optimization company, and I'm really enjoying it so far. I feel like finally, this is the first internship position that I've really had where I feel my work is valued, and that my time and effort is being put to good cause, and that my work is actually placed at value on, and people actually appreciate what I'm doing. And I really enjoy it there so far. I feel like it's a great little group of people, and I'm happy to be an employee there. Yeah, so that's pretty much what to say that, but there's just very little time at night. It's created this sort of heat haze effect in a way where, it almost feels like I'm there 24/7, because if you think about it, in a week I'm spending almost 48 hours at this office out of a week. 2 full days of my week are pretty much spent in this office. And not to bash anything with that, not to say it's horrible or anything, but that's honestly, I really enjoy it so far. But the thing is, it's created this heat haze effect where I'll come home and I'll pretty much go to sleep right away. I'll get home at 6:37ish. I'll go to bed a little after 9. It's pretty much created this heat haze effect where I'm just pretty much there all the time and taking little naps, and I don't mind it. Honestly, it's better than just being at home, existentially wandering and stuff like that. But it's I keep forgetting I'm sick. Oh, I feel bad. Oh. But yeah, so it's created that effect. Really, so I'm trying to think if there's anything more I have to say. Get ready, because with this new motivation, a new deep-seated passion for this Gonzo journalism project is the vlog. Move, truck! Get out the way! I'm really looking forward to continuing this style. Sorry, I was just grabbing. Ooh, I think I'm gonna throw up. Oh, man. Oh. It was funny, I was saying to my mom on the way out, just a fair warning, today may be a day where I vomit, today may be a day where I throw up, may have to leave, I don't know, I'm hoping not. I hate throwing up, it's one of my least favorite actions. There's this whole plot, so I'm still doing good, but so I feel it brewing, I feel the nausea brewing, that pre-throw up, that's pre-vomiting nausea is kind of brewing in me. This may be something I have to deal with today. I don't know. Anyway, Hunter S. Thompson was a god. He was a prophet. I talked about this today. Really inspired by him. Obviously, not everything he does was perfect, especially his drug use and alcoholism was not something I tend to try to go down the path I would like to go down. Not at all, in fact. Regardless, this man was so foresightful and so intelligent through this facade of complete gonzo drunkenness and complete rambling. He was just it was like a I'm thinking about the best analogy to do. God, it was like, I don't know what to explain. It was like he saw value in communities that were typically completely took the side and told their story, and he just sort of, this whole notion of the American century is really fascinating to me, and it makes perfect sense, like, without him having to explain himself much, just his mentions and the contextual use of the terminology American century and the way he uses it in his, like, sprawling life narrative capturing this century. He, like, just the way he uses it is just, it explains everything it needs to explain. And I hope to sort of be an ambassador to his style and his mission to completely and accurately depict the American century for the 21st century, which is sort of almost like the information century or the computer century. I don't know what the best way. I'd say the information age is probably the best way to describe it. So the information century. Obviously, we're still very early on into this century, still in the first quarter of the century. We haven't hit 2025 yet. But of the 17 years I've spent in this century, it's been an interesting one. Here's to the future years I hope to be covering, and I hope to sprawl out this narrative and keep this gonzo journalism mission and this gonzo journalism dream. I hope to join the likes of Digibro and a lot of the procrastinators in these efforts to maintain gonzo journalism as a prominent form, because nearly no one in the mainstream media is doing this anymore. That's one thing about Hunter S. Thompson that was also great, is that he was very intertwined with the mainstream media. Like, he wrote for Rolling Stone magazine, he wrote for ESPN, he wrote for, like, Sports Illustrated, I believe. That could be wrong. But he was very entrenched in mainstream publications, yet they still took his style because they valued it and they appreciated it. Now, if he tried to submit to any form of a mainstream media, it's just like he would be destroyed immediately. He'd be thrown out. If anyone tried to do this today before he did it, if anyone even tries to do it today anyway, it's just there's such an emphasis on this style that isn't even being accurately conveyed and accurately produced anymore. And if there was a more strength towards accurately depicting this hard new style, then maybe I would value it more. But since no one's doing it right, is there even a point? If no one's truly trying at all anymore, is there even a point to placing value on it? To me, I found my way of obtaining the truth and my way of conveying the truth to people. Obviously, I have a very small viewer base at this point. Maybe it will grow, maybe it will stay this thing, but the true believers that are here, the true believers following this, are gonna get the truth. That's my goal. I will creatively and gonzoli convey the truth to you all, and this is my story for you guys. This is my rambling for today. I don't really have much else to say. I'm getting off the highway now. This is my highway ramblings. I'm making great time. It's 8:22, and I'm already getting on Sunrise. Sunrise is a nightmare. It's the worst road in Florida. It's worse than Glades. It's terrible. Oh my... Oh, fuck. Anyway, that's it for now. I'm done recording. Sunrise Boulevard, half mile, take you off the highway with me. Maybe I should wrap up with a little song. What should I sing? There once was a man named Gold Roger who was king of the pirates. He had fame, wealth, and power beyond your wildest dreams. Before they hung him from the gallows, he said, my fortune is yours for the taking, but you have to fight it first. I left everything I own in one piece. Ever since, pirates from all over the world set sail for the Grand Line, searching for the legendary treasure known as the One Piece. I don't remember what the rest of it is, and it goes, yo, gago, gago, dream it, don't give it up, Luffy, dream it, don't give it up, Zolo, dream it, don't give it up, Nami, dream it, don't give it up, give it up, give it up. Whoa, here's how the story goes. We find out about a treasure in the Grand Line. The pirate who has the king of the pirates. I'm gonna be king. Yayo, yayo, yayo. Uh-oh. The song's got Nami's LED lash. She's not shy. Something. Who's that star that Marshall thing? Chopper is doctoring. Yayo, yayo, yayo. Uh-oh. His name is Louis. How did that happen? Yo ho ho, he took a bite of gum gum. Yayo, 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 yayo. Set sail for One Piece. It's the name of the treasure on the Grand Line. Set sail for One Piece. It's funny because when I read One Piece when I watched random episodes of One Piece as a kid, I thought the Grand Line was just one place where the One Piece was. So I always thought Grand Line was endgame territory that would get to in hundreds of episodes. And when I watched the Alabasta movie, and when I watched Skypiea episodes on Cartoon Network and stuff, I always thought, oh, this is on their way to the Grand Line. But little did I know, they get to the Grand Line before Chapter 100. We're now on Chapter 800 and something. The Grand Line's a very big place. We're now even in the New World, which is the second half of the Grand Line. So I'm still in that little toll part that you have to do when you get off the highway. That's the best way to explain it. Oh, man. Oh, man, this part's clear. I've never not gotten a red light here, but I'm going to go for it. Whee! It just was about to turn into a red light. Can I get into this lane right now? I can, and I will. Okay, I'm going to stop recording now. I don't really have much more to say, and I want to listen to something.